I just wanted to talk about this and I wanted to say this. I still enjoy so many things about this game, whether it's trying to fit guys on my squad and getting the best cards in the game, even sometimes looking at the companion app on my phone while I'm away from it, just to play around with the game and look at the cards. The thing is, I don't know why you would play the game at all if you don't enjoy it, but furthermore, take it a step further and then complain about it somewhere on social media, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, um, Twitter, all those platforms, whether it's directly to MLB The Show 23 and their page and their channel or whatever, or on some other content creators' video. I don't really see the effectiveness of that. So with all that, I obviously see why there's some frustration in it and why you guys are making the complaints that you are. And a lot of your complaints are actually really valid. Now, I don't really think SDS is going to highlight your Instagram comment about how the game sucks, or go to the Twitter comment that says I'm done playing this game, Madden's out, or FIFA just dropped, 2K's out, like fat chance I'm playing the game anymore, or your YouTube comment saying you need to fix this, this, and that, and this game sucks. There are good ways to articulate back to SDS and back to Sony, the developers of this game, the issues with the game, and I know they're aware of a lot of them, but whether it's a content issue and whether it's a program issue, whether it's gameplay, a ranked seasons match, or just a ranked issue in general, I understand those issues, and all of your complaints are definitely valid for it. But whatever form of media you take it to, one, try to find the most effective form that SDS actually sees the community and their complaints, and two, no matter what form of media you use to get to them, always be articulate. Just saying the game sucks isn't going to help anyone. And the fact that you took the time to either go on another content creator's channel, and feel free to do it on mine. I honestly welcome it. It's fine. But to go on and say the game sucks or your videos suck and stop acting like you're having fun playing these videos when the game sucks at this point, it's just a huge waste of time. And I will say for the other content creators, like if you check out their videos, as you should, because a lot of them have really good insights. One of my favorite, Ochev, has some really good insights about the problems of the game, and it'll make you feel better when you listen to him about, outlier sinkers and sliders and the problems with those. He identifies the problems in the sets and the captains, the ranked matches like I just talked about. But to go on their channels and say something like the game, like, why are you doing that? Just to say anything that's dismantling the game or throwing shade at the game or them in general, which I think is definitely wrong, it's definitely not going to stop them from making videos. They're going to choose to stop playing the game whenever they choose to stop playing. Just out of sheer, will to not play the game anymore. It's not going to be your comment to SDS that's going to make them change everything, on their Instagram saying that their game sucks. But like I said, if you're going to bring out these complaints about the game that we're all pretty well aware of by now, unless you're new to the game, try to at least articulate it so that SDS sees that in the community. The more articulate you are, the more effective you are. And like I said, going on these other content creators and saying the same shit over and over again, it's not going to work. I've seen a lot of positives about the game too, and I like that. I just enjoy coming back to the game, and even especially when I take a break from the game. Go ahead and take a break. Take a break for like a week, 2 weeks. Go on vacation and don't play the game. I don't care. But when you come back to it, you definitely feel a different way about it. I feel like right now I could either dive back into it the same way I've been playing all year, religiously, or just stop playing the game altogether and start playing Chell, FIFA, 2K, whatever. So I'm at that point, and I'm definitely coming back to the game. Like I said, I love the game for all the reasons I said before, especially being a baseball fan. But like, the one thing is too, SDS is going to continue to work on these issues. I really think they are. That's just it's not just my opinion, it's a trend I've seen. They do make improvements to the game. There will be issues in next year's game. You can't expect the game to be perfect next year just because we recognized all the problems with it this year. There's going to be new issues. There's going to be old issues that have stuck around. There's going to be old issues that are resolved next year. With a new game, with a new step forward in any direction, there's always going to be new issues, but I would much rather take the new issues with this game than I would with, like, let's say Madden, who hasn't fixed or done anything new in a while. And that's still not going to stop me from playing Madden, but I still think SDS is leaps and bounds above the way they listen to their community, even though there's a lot of issues with the game. And just remember, it is baseball. It's not an easy game to perfect. Obviously, you can see in a video game, but also in real life. So those two, I guess they translate pretty well. As frustrating as baseball is in real life, it's also frustrating in this game. So just try to have fun with it. This is also coming from me. I am not a 1,000 rated player. I'm not even a World Series player. I've made World Series probably once or twice the entire time I've been playing Diamond Dynasty for the last 2 or 3 years. That's when I got back into this game. And I'm telling you, so from a like 650 to 850 rated player, I thoroughly and genuinely enjoy playing this game. And I think a lot of the frustrated people, I would think they're in that range or a little bit lower. And I get why you're frustrated, but I really don't see any reason why, just because you're not 900 or you're not one of the best players getting the best cards, why you can't enjoy the game. And if you want to get better, go check out my hitting tips video. Go check out Ochev and other content creators and Kyle and Cougs and Shelfie and all those guys. Check out their videos and tips videos to get better and even just to complete programs more efficiently. All that stuff, if you get better at the game, you will have more fun with it. So if you're spending time here or spending time making comments across social media, whether it's, like I said, the MLB account or other people's accounts about the game, just take that time and spend 5 minutes watching a hitting tips video and a pitching tips video to get better. And I think you will see the benefit of that in how it translates to actually having more fun with the game as well. And since baseball has its ebbs and flows, go back to those videos when you start doing bad, or just try to implement new strategies. But that's all I had to say. Now, without further ado, the new monthly awards program. It's Juan Soto. It's a pretty good program. Monthly awards has been really easy this year. It's just 100 XP. It's like, I don't know, 20 missions or moments or something. You do some of these tops now. You get these collections. You do the tops now because you get set 4 cards, which you need a bunch of to get the collection pack, which kind of sucks. So if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. If you're grinding for belly still, I would say finish that up quickly. He's worth using. He's worth maybe even a wild card. But if you haven't started that program, just give up and start on Soto. Lefty, he's good. He's got the Rafael Devers swing and stance. If you haven't used him, it's just pretty open. And then he's got some decent quirks. So he's got the pop, surprisingly decent fielding, but I would probably just put him in the DH spot if you can. Don't put him in center field by any means necessary. And then, try to get some of these other bullpen arms and other players along the way. I mean, you will. So this James MacArthur, great per 9, home run per 9, close to 100. It's like there's hardly any pitchers in this game with a good home run per 9. So this is actually a really good card from what I'm looking at right here. And he's got 5 pitches. Great addition to the bullpen. For a while, we needed a bullpen boost, and I think we've gotten some good cards over the last few days and weeks. Tribute, I would say just grind up till Miggy. There's, grinding to the end of this program is just such a waste of time, I think, unless you really are that dedicated to the game. Or actually, I would say, unless you really want one of these cards. I know Yelich is a fan favorite, and he's really good to use in this game, so it might be worth it. Please let me know your thoughts on the state of the game. What do you think of the content right now? I personally like all these free cards and the cheap cards, guys. Don't forget about the cheap cards. Evan Longoria is like 11,000 on the marketplace or something. You can save up 11,000 subs. Not that hard. Miggy's free. Jim Rice is free. And some of these guys, as you can see, are on my squad. So I'm going to be using them. All right. That's it. I'll see you on the next one.